Good day, everyone. For today's lesson, we will be talking about Region 2 or Cagayan Valley region. The topics covered in this discussion are the 5 provinces in Cagayan Valley, their famous foods and delicacies, festivals, events, and cultural groups, and lastly, major tourist sites or attractions. So, when we say Cagayan Valley or Region 2, it is located in the northeastern part of Luzon, wherein it is located between the Cordillera and the Sierra Madre mountain ranges. Cordillera is in its west part and Sierra Madre at the east. Cagayan Valley is called as the smiling land of beauty because of its natural, cultural, and historical splendor. Abundant siya when it comes to agricultural products such as rice, corn, peanut, beans, and fruits making. Also known as the top corn producer and second in palay production in the Philippines. Another interesting information about Cagayan Valley is that it is also known as the province having the largest marine fishing grounds in our country, obtaining 73% of the region's potential fish band area. The 5 provinces of Cagayan Valley are Batanes, Isabela, Quirino, Cagayan, Nueva Vizcaya. First, let's talk about Batanes. The capital of Batanes is Vasco, located in the northern part of Batan Island. When we say Batan Island, guys, it is the second largest island in the Batanes group. So Mount Araya is also located here. Batanes has a land area of 21,901 hectares. Major industries here are agriculture and fishing. There are no cities in Batanes, but there are a total of 6 municipalities here. They are Pasco, Ivana, Mahatao, Sabtang, Itbayat, and Uyugan. Now let's identify their demonym. If in Cebu, people are called or identified as Cebuanos or Cebuanas, in Batanes, a word that is used to identify them is Ivatan. They have a total population of 18,831 as of 2020. The widely used dialects here are Ivatan, Ilocano, and Tagalog. Next is Cagayan. If Basco is the capital of the province of Batanes, in Cagayan their capital is Tagi-Garao City. Cagayan covers 929,575 land area in hectares, and the major industries here includes agriculture and fishing as well as livestock, woodcraft, and furniture. Unlike Batanes, who doesn't have any city, in Cagayan there is one, which is also their capital city. So Cagayan also has 28 municipalities. Then people living here are identified as Cagayanos. So in Batanes, they are called Ivatan, right? So here in Cagayan, the people here are called as Cagayanos. So if you're living in Cagayan, you're identified as a Cagayanos. Cagayano, yeah. Cagayan has a total population of 1,268,603 as of 2020. The major or widely used dialects are Ibanag, Itawis, Ilocano, and Tagalog. So Ibanag as a language is known to be the standard dialect in Tungigaraw. Okay. Tungigaraw, it is pronounced as Tungigaraw. Tungigaraw is their capital city. Ilocano is common language in this region due to migration. Next is Isabela. In Isabela, Ilagan is the capital. There are 3 cities and 34 municipalities in this province. Land area is 1,241,493 in hectares, and major industries, the most common, agriculture, also commerce, trade, and woodcraft furniture. So people here are identified as Isabelino for men and Isabelina for women. Or yeah, it covers a population of 1,697,050 total population as of 2020. So the widely used dialects are Ilocano, Ibanag, Gadang, Yugad, and Tagalog. So Ilocano is the most common language spoken in Isabela since the majority of the province residents are Ilocano. This is due to migration, and Ibanag is the second largest ethno-linguistic group in Isabela, concentrated in the municipalities of Cabagan, Tumaoini, Tumaoini, and Ilagan. In the western and central lowlands, gadang is widely used. Yugad is a group that produces and uses the buting. This is a unique guitar. Yugad is also a language, but there are also Yugad people who speaks Yugad as their language. So Yugad people are known for their music and dances, and Yugad is considered as an endangered indigenous language spoken in Yugad people nga makita sa Isabela. So, one thing that gets my interest about their culture is that they are known for hunting, usually in Sierra Madre mountains since duol ra ang kaning Cagayan Valley sa Sierra Madre, since ang Sierra Madre, di ba, is located in its eastern part. So they live in wood structures like bamboo or in mountain caves with hatched bamboo roofs. Another interesting thing is their way of dressing, wherein men wear shirts and trousers, and women on the other hand wear camisas and skirts. Nasa sila ay traditional dance that represents bravery and resilience, known as Baile di Bakal. This proves how unique our country is in terms of tradition and culture. So next,
Good day everyone, I am ELAIZAH B. CASINILLO and I am going to continue discussing the topic of Region 2 or the Cagayan Valley region. So the fourth province in Cagayan Valley region is the Nueva Vizcaya. Nueva Vizcaya's capital, which is the Bayumbong, is a large province with a land area of 397,567 hectares. It is known for its mountainous terrains because it is mostly surrounded by mountains and lands. Major industries is agriculture and commerce and trade. Agriculture is the primary industry in the province because it is one of the country's top producers of rice, corn, citrus fruits, and vegetables. Commerce and trade, particularly in the municipality of Solano and Bayumbong, where businesses, markets, and commercial centers are located there. Number of cities. Unlike other provinces, Nueva Vizcaya does not have any cities, although it has a number of towns and municipalities, which is divided into 15 municipalities and towns. These are the Alfonso Castañeda, Ambagyo, Aritao, Bagabag, Bambang, Bayumbong, which is the province capital, Diadi, Dupax del Norte, Dupax del Sur, Cayapa, Casibo, Quezon, Santa Fe, Solano, and Villaverde. Demonym, so the people in Nueva Vizcaya, they call themselves, or the people living there, as the Nuevo Vizcayano or the Nueva Vizcayan. It has a population of 497,432 populations. In terms of dialects, the dialects or language they speak or use in the province is Ilocano, which is the most widely used language in the province. Ifugao, which is spoken and used by the Ifugao indigenous people. Gadang, which is used by the Gadang people, Kisinay, which is a unique language used by a small indigenous people, and lastly is the Tagalog, which is what they use as a secondary language. Next province is the Quirino. The Quirino's capital, which is the Cabarugis, is has a land area of 232,347 hectares, making it one of the smaller province in the region. It is a landlocked area, meaning it has no coastal areas or doesn't have any beaches or or coastal areas in the province. It is because it is surrounded by the provinces of Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, and Aurora. Major industries is agriculture and woodcraft furniture. Agriculture, which is the backbone of Quirino's economy, with rice, corn, bananas, and coffee as its main crops. So, agriculture is one of the reasons why the province economy flourished. So, next is woodcraft furniture. It is another major industry in the province with their skilled artisans creating a high quality wooden furniture and carvings from local hardwood. Number of cities like Nueva Vizcaya, Quirino does not have any cities, although it has a number of towns and municipalities, which is composed of 6 municipalities, which is the Cabarugis, which is the capital, which is the province capital, the Difon, Madala, Nagtipunan, Saguday, and Aglipay. Demonym, so the people living in Quirino refers themselves as Quirinian. The dialects they use in there is they speak Ilocano, it which is the most commonly spoken language. Ifugao, which is if used by Ifugao ethnic group. Gadang, which is spoken by the Gadang people. Kankanae, which is a language spoken by the Kankanae indigenous people, where they are originally from Cordillera region. And lastly is the Tagalog, which is they used in urban areas and informal communication. Their population there is 203,828 population. So all in all, it leads to a total population in the region is 3,685,744 population in the region.
Let's proceed to ports of access, or simply called a port, which serves as a very important point where goods and passengers are transferred between land, air, and sea transportation. In Cagayan Valley region, there are 3 airports, namely Basco, Tuguegarao, and Cagayan. So, Tuguegarao Airport is the main domestic airport in the region, serving the city of Tuguegarao. Meanwhile, Cagayan Airport is a community airport serving the city of Cagayan, and Pasco is an airport serving the province of Batanes in the Philippines, located in the provincial capital, which is Basco, servicing various airlines to and from Manila. So, by sea, there is access from mainland of Ilocos Norte to Batanes. You can access it via the Pan-Philippine Highway using public buses or private vehicles to reach the port for the sea journey to Batanes. Air travel offers convenient access to various destinations in northern Luzon, Philippines, especially in Cagayan Valley region. Major airlines like Philippine Airlines, Skyjet, and Cebu Pacific provide daily flights connecting Manila to key hubs such as Basco in Batanes, Tugigaraw in Cagayan, and Kawayan in Isabela. So, flights from Manila to Basco offering stunning views are available daily via Philippine Airlines and Skyjet with a flight duration of approximately 1 hour to 2 hours. So, Manila to Tuguegarao flights is serviced by Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific, taking around an hour, while sa Cebu Pacific, nag-provide gapon siya daily 1 hour flights from Manila to Cagayan. So, smaller airports or airstrips served by charter services are in Palanan and Makunakon. So, Palanan and Makunakon both are coastal towns of Isabela. Ports access by sea, the ferry MV Ivatan Princess operates a route between Curimao, Ilocos Norte, and Basco in Batanes, departing only on Wednesdays and Sundays with a travel time of approximately 18 hours and a fare around 1,200 pesos. By land, several bus companies provide regular and sleeper bus services from Manila to Tuguegarao via Pan-Philippine Highway and passing through the other provinces in the region. The average time travel is approximately 12 hours. The reason why mas advisable ang nighttime departure para sa mga pasahero. Another option for travelers seeking alternative routes, nasa bus lines nga direct gikan sa Tuguegarao padung sa Baguio and Vigan. So, estimated time travel from Tuguegarao to Baguio is about 10-hour trip and sa Vigan is 9-hour trip instead of 12, right? So, now let's proceed to gastronomy. When we say gastronomy, it is about much more than food. It is about studying the relationship between food and culture. Now, let's proceed to ovid, a very known traditional Ivatan dish from the province of Batanes, Philippines. It is made from banana corn, ground meat, and minced fish. This finely grated banana corn, which is found at the base of the trunk of a banana plant, is mixed with ground meat, can be beef or pork, and then minced fish. After ana kay sagulan siya og onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. Then i-form siya into balls. Kaning ovid is symbol of the resourcefulness of the Ivatan people who adapt to their environment by using every part of the banana plant. So originally matawag ni siya ang ovid nga subsistence type of food for the Ivatans, especially during inclement weather if lisod ang pagpangisda. But today, ovid is often served during festive occasions na as one of their famous delicacies, particularly in Batanes. Next is vuns in Batanes Gapon. This dish is made from preserved taro or gabi stalks. Ang pagi sa paglutuan is una ihumol ang gabi stalks sa tubig and then cut and mince the stalks and then cook it together with pork and patula or sponge corn. So it is famous because of its unique umami-rich flavor derived from fermented fish gani kanang typically kanang tuna or marlin. More than just a culinary delight, vuns embodies the resilience of the Ivatan people, showcasing their adaptation to the island's harsh environment and their sustainable use of resources. So vuns is often shared during community events, reason why it symbolizes unity and shared traditions representing a deep respect for nature and a connection to their ancestral culinary heritage. So next, Pansit Batil Patong originated from Tugigaraw City in Cagayan. So from the word itself, patong, this dish consists of two main elements which are noodles with toppings and a sauce. It is made with a combination of egg noodles, ground beef or water buffalo meat, pork liver, onions, mung bean sprouts, scallions, cabbage, carrots, eggs, soy sauce, black pepper, and oil. Ang sauce kay through beef stock, eggs, carrots, onions, and celery. So, para pansit batil patong jud ang outcome, ang final result niya is dapat similar sa egg drop soup, yang now or yang looks. So, if ever prepared na both ang noodles and ang sauce, since di pa separate man to siya sa paghimo. After that, this time the sauce is poured over the noodles and meat, and that is now the final outcome of the dish itself. Actually, dagan siya variations. It's either the dish is served with an egg on top, while lemon or calamansi wedges are often served on the side. Now, let's have tugi, a traditional dish of the Cagayan province, specifically the Ibanag people. Tugi is a type of steamed rice cake made with glutinous rice and often flavored with coconut milk and sugar. Kaning tugi is usa na siya ka versatile dish sa to pa, multifaceted or all around. Pwede siya ma-snack and pwede sad siya isudan. So it is often served with savory dishes, providing a contrasting sweetness and texture. Another one is Pansit Kabagan, the Pansit version from the town of Kabagan in Isabela, Philippines. Ano siya is considered as one of the most popular food in the province of Isabela, since it is made with thick, chewy egg noodles, crispy roasted pork, quail eggs, vegetables, and spices. And aside from that, ang Pansit Kabagan dish is influenced by Spanish traders during pre-Hispanic times. That is why popular siya in the province.
Next for the gastronomy is the coracha in Isabela. Coracha is a deep sea crab, also known as spanner crab or red frog crab. It is found in the coastal areas in the province and particularly recognized for its unique appearance and sweet and tender meat. It is originally famous in Zamboanga and it is a well-known dish in Cheficano cuisine. And it is typically served with olive sauce to make the dish sweet and flavorful. However, it has also gained recognition in Cagayan Valley, particularly in the coastal towns where seafood is a key ingredient in a dish, particularly in Isabela province. Next dish is the abal-abal in Nueva Vizcaya and also in Quirino. It is known as a salagubang in Tagalog, or in English is beetles. It is an indigenous delicacy in the Cagayan Valley. This dish involves the collection and preparation of adult beetles, which are typically abundant during the rice planting season. These beetles or salagubang are considered a seasonal treat and are usually sautéed, fried, or roasted. It is a popular exotic food and of the people in Cagayan region, especially among the Ibanag, Itawits, and Ilocanos indigenous people in the province. So next is the tateg. Tateg is a delicacy in Nueva Vizcaya, often prepared or cooked as adobong tateg. While specific details about this dish are limited, it is listed among the local foods and delicacies in the province. Next is dinding, which is a Ilocano vegetable dish and is a traditional Ilocano vegetable dish that consists of various vegetables simmered in fish sauce, or what we call the bagoong, and often flavored with grilled fish on the top of the dish, and to add flavor of the dish. Next and the last dish in Cagayan region is the igado. Igado is a Spanish word that means liver or a pork stew. It is a popular Ilocano dish made from pork tenderloin and liver, sautéed with garlic, onions, bell peppers, and green peas, and simmered in soy sauce vinegar mixture. It is a common dish in Cagayan Valley region, particularly in the provinces in Quirino and Isabela. Next, we will now tackle about the festivals in Region 2. First is the Ivatan Festival. Ivatan Festival is celebrated annually. Next for the gastronomy is the coracha in Isabela. Coracha is a deep sea crab, also known as spanner crab or red frog crab. It is found in the coastal areas in the province and particularly recognized for its unique appearance and sweet and tender meat. It is originally famous in Zamboanga, and it is a well-known dish in Cheficano cuisine, and it is typically served with olive sauce to make the dish sweet and flavorful. However, it has also gained recognition in Cagayan Valley, particularly in the coastal towns where seafood is a key ingredient in a dish, particularly in Isabela province. Next dish is the abal-abal in Nueva Vizcaya and also in Quirino. It is known as a salagubang in Tagalog, or in English is bitos. It is an indigenous delicacy in the Cagayan Valley. This dish involves the collection and preparation of adult beetles, which are typically abundant during the rice planting season. These beetles or salagubang are considered a seasonal treat and are usually sautéed, fried, or roasted. It is a popular exotic food and of the people in Cagayan region, especially among the Ibanag, Itawits, and Ilocanos indigenous people in the province. So next is the tateg. Tateg is a delicacy in Nueva Vizcaya, often prepared or cooked as adobong tateg. While specific details about this dish are limited, it is listed among the local foods and delicacies in the province. Next is dinding, which is a Ilocano vegetable dish and is a traditional Ilocano vegetable dish that consists of various vegetables simmered in fish sauce, or what we call the bagoong, and often flavored with grilled fish on the top of the dish, and to add flavor of the dish. Next and the last dish in Cagayan region is the igado. Igado is a Spanish word that means liver or a pork stew. It is a popular Ilocano dish made from pork tenderloin and liver, sautéed with garlic, onions, bell peppers, and green peas, and simmered in soy sauce, vinegar mixture. It is a common dish in Cagayan Valley region, particularly in the provinces in Quirino and Isabela. Next, we will now tackle about the festivals in Region 2. First is the Ivatan Festival. Ivatan Festival is celebrated annually.
Panagyaman Festival is celebrated during May 19 to 24 as a celebration of the founding anniversary of the province of Nueva Vizcaya, also known as the Rice Festival in the Philippines. Its name comes from the word Panagyaman, an Ilocano word that means Thanksgiving. Next is Panagdadapon Festival. This is celebrated during September 8 to 10. It is a founding anniversary and a 5 days celebration of indigenous people, which also coincides with Araw ng Quirino Foundation or the founding anniversary of Quirino Province, highlighting the diverse tribes and traditions of the region through vibrant street dancing and parades. The festival activities are held in Cabarugis, which is at the same time the capital of the province of Quirino. Quirino Province was once part of the Nueva Vizcaya Province before becoming a separate province, and the festival celebrates this history as well. Another thing, ang Pinagdadapon Festival, considered as the biggest cultural festival sa Quirino, wherein there will be gathering of various fest of its constituent localities. Now let's go to popular tourist attractions in Cagayan Valley region. First, House of Dakay. It is the oldest house in Batanes and is also a UNESCO heritage site. This house was constructed in 1887 by Luisa Estrella, who gifted it to her nephew Jose Dakay Estrella. It has been constructed very strongly of lime and stone for protection that will last from storm and strong winds in the island, since located siya along the Typhoon Belt in the town of San Jose de Ivana in Batan Island. The roof is composed of cogon grass, which is approximately 1/3 of a meter thick and lasts for 25 to 30 years. So every after 30 years since 1917, pag-ailisan ra ang iyang atop. So the inhabitants called the house as Bahay ni Dakay, which was named after the family who once resided here.
The next popular tourist attractions in the region is the Basco Rolling Hills. The Basco Rolling Hills is a natural attraction in Basco Batanes province. It is an attraction that are expansive, verdant landscapes characterized by gently sloping terrains that offer panoramic views of the West Philippine Sea and the Pacific Ocean. So, it is a popular spot for photography and nature walks. The area showcases Batanes' unspoiled natural beauty. Next is the Calao Cave in Peñablanca, Cagayan province. So the Calao Cave is a natural attractions in Peñablanca, Cagayan province. Calao Cave is a 7-chamber limestone cave known for its massive cathedral-like chamber, which has been transformed into a chapel with a natural skylight. So, in simple terms, it is like it is a chapel in the underground cave. So, archaeological findings in the cave include the remains of the Calao man, which is, they say, the early human presence in the Philippines. So next is the Basilica Minor of Our Lady of Piat, which is a historical attraction in Piat, Cagayan province. This basilica house the revered 16th century image of the Black Virgin Mary known in the province as Our Lady of Piat. It is a major pilgrimage site, especially during the feast on during July 1 and 2, attracting devotees seeking blessings and miracles in life. Next is the bonsai forest. Um, Bonsai forest is a natural attraction in Isabela, Cagayan province. Um, the bonsai forest spans 5,000 hectares and features naturally stunted trees, some over a century old, resembling bonsai plants. It is a unique ecological site offering opportunities for trekking and nature appreciation activities.
Magat Dam is a large rock-filled dam in the Philippines that generates hydroelectric power and provides irrigation water. It is located on the Magat River in Luzon, a major tributary of the Cagayan River. So, Magat Dam's construction began in 1975 and was completed in 1982. So this was President Ferdinand Marcos Sr.'s administration. It is situated in the Magat Forest Reserve, a pleasant location for picnicking, fishing, and engaging in various types of water sports. It is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the province of Isabela. The tourism complex centers on the 4,450-hectare lake created by the dam. The waters are clean and there are facilities for fishing, boating, and various water sports like water skiing. So, close to the dam is Camp Vizcara. Usa ni siya ka leisure resort that was constructed next to the river by the local government of Isabela. The site is accessible from Santiago City by means of jeepney and bus. Magat Dam was built in the early 1980s to fulfill the growing energy and irrigation needs of the area. Next is St. Dominic Cathedral. It is located in the city of Tuguegarao, Cagayan, wherein a significant religious landmark with a rich history. It was built in the early 19,000s, replacing an earlier church that was destroyed by an earthquake. Ang kaning St. Dominic Cathedral is dedicated to Saint Dominic de Guzman, who is the founder of the Dominican order. So what makes St. Dominic Cathedral so interesting? Now, it was April 12, 1739 when the first Eucharistic celebration was held there with Fray Pedro Friar presiding during these days. In the 18th century, this cathedral was still called the Church of St. Augustine. It won't be until a few months later, on September 8, that it will be dedicated to St. Dominic de Guzman. So, it's an interesting sampling of Spanish architecture, which features an octagonal tower next to the cathedral proper. There is also a convent and a cemetery, the Pizza Church, and by 1829, the church tower will feature the completed 5-story tower and its cone. So this tower is impressively sturdy. It was able to withstand an earthquake in 1880 that damaged the church. So, in 1987, unfortunately, a fire destroyed the church and the convent. But fortunately, it was remade in time to celebrate in 250th anniversary of its first mass in 1989. Next is Mount Pulag Aglipay Cave, which is known as the third largest mountain in the Philippines. So, diba, ang first largest mountain in the Philippines, or in other words, the largest mountain is Mount Apo. But we have Mount Pulag Aglipay Cave located in Benguet, Ifugao, and Nueva Vizcaya. So the Aglipay Cave, situated within the Mount Pulag National Park and is believed to be over 300 years old. It was discovered in the late 19th century by loggers who were exploring the mountain. It belongs to the Cordillera Biogeographic Zone located in northern Luzon. Ang Mount Pulag is a National Integrated Protected Areas Program, or NIPAP site. It was proclaimed National Park by virtue of Press Proclamation number 75 Pags February 20, 1987, covering an area of 11,550 hectares. It was established to protect and preserve the natural features of the area, such as its outstanding vegetation and wildlife. So Mount Pulag is covered with grass and dwarf bamboo plants. At lower elevations, and the mountainside has a mossy forest filled with fog. So, foggy kini siya ang iyang tuktok or tumoy, and full of ferns, lichens, and moss. Below this is a pine forest growing on barren, rocky slopes. Falls, rivers, and small lakes mark the area. Ang park niya kay daghan siyang mga flowers and mga different types of grass, many of which are endemic to the mountain. Its wildlife includes threatened mammals such as the Philippine brown deer, northern Luzon giant cloud rat, and the Luzon pygmy fruit bat. One can also find several orchid species, some of which are possible endemic to Mount Pulag, and other rare flora plants such as the pitcher. Next is Motocross Mountain. Usa ni siya kaning motocross track located in Cagayan Valley, wherein the exact location and history of this track are not readily available in the provided search results ever since. It is likely a popular destination for motocross enthusiasts in the region, since it offers a thrilling adventure for adrenaline junkies with its challenging terrain and breathtaking views.